Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 112. That's 102. No, it's 112. 112 of
Jesus Christ.
Millennial Movie Talk, commonly known as MMT.
Formerly known as
Vulgar Professionals.
Wow, I still think back to those days.
Yeah,
Of how terrible a name that was.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I still don't mind it.
Nah.
No.
Is it not true?
Our
We're not very
favorite,
professional.
We're not that vulgar, though.
My favorite thing to come out of us having that name was Instagram post. There's nothing professional
There's
about
nothing
us tonight.
professional about us tonight.
After
we got fucked up.
Three of us, you and me,
Just you and me and Piccolo, we got
Jordan
absolutely
drinking.
hammered, and then
And you say we're not vulgar.
Oh, no, we can be pretty vulgar, but a lot of that vulgar just goes to the Patreon pre-show, which you can get if you support us at patreon.com/Millennial Movie Talk.
Jai Perry, Mark Flair.
Thank you so much to our Patreon supporters, Jai Perry and Mark Flair. Steph.
Oh, sorry. We love you, Jai Perry, Mark Flair.
There we go.
Jai Perry, Mark Flair.
Yeah. Have you added that to the like list of rewards in that you...
Every single one.
Every
of us.
member of the show shouts it out in every episode.
You just find out that shouldn't be a perk.
We need to put a cap on that, though, aren't we? Like it's pretty
Oh, no.
exclusive. Once we
No.
get to say 30 people.
No, if it gets to 30 people, it just goes at the end of the show, and it's the entire outro.
I'll whisper everyone on there seductively into the microphone.
Intimately.
And I'll be like, and next we have Cornelius.
Who's Cornelius? Ooh.
Cornelius.
Ooh.
Donation.
Man, if we get if your name's Cornelius and you listen to the show,
Now you
please.
have to.
I'll be
pay us
honest,
money.
you kind of sound like a chain smoker, or like one of those commercials.
He's got his
when you sing.
emphysema.
That's what it sounded like.
We like to have fun here. Michael, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
All right.
So what else have you been up to?
Not much.
We can't keep the camera on them. We have to address
Yeah,
it.
no,
I feel like
Brayden and I kind
we
of
have to
like just
address
come back
it.
from robbing a bank.
Yeah,
and they have
so
to just do our features.
if you can identify who's sitting on the couch from the camera footage,
For a bit of context, we're down a camera tonight.
It was one
we
of my
had
deep
to
demands. I
very
didn't put my
much
makeup on.
improvise a GoPro stand.
I've been jonesing for weeks to try and use this implement the Brayden GoPro head cam.
Yeah.
Not quite what he meant.
And every fucking time I get this close to
close.
doing it, and then
Someone
suddenly
isn't on the show.
someone isn't on the show, and it just
It all falls apart.
It does.
And that's now we're here, and we had to use the little GoPro for Steph and Brayden.
Yeah.
And that's why they look like poo.
Yeah. So I'll still be talking as
But
much as
if we
usual.
ever want a sponsorship from GoPro, we love.
We love
do.
the footage.
The only reason
we
it looks
love
like
it.
poo because the GoPro we're using is models old. So
It's very old.
Well, that's like 9 now.
8? Are we up to 8?
Let me look it up. I haven't looked.
This is a 4.
Let's have a quick GoPro sponsored
This
segment.
one's a 4.
We're not sponsored by GoPro.
We're not. GoPro, if you want to sponsor us, though.
We'll do the
send
whole
us
show
free
like
cameras.
this.
GoPro, your amazing action cameras, which can survive anything. Do you want them to stay still and record a talking podcast?
Oddly, the second GoPro advertisement we've ever had in one of our videos.
Really?
First one was for Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
Oh my God, that's
where
right.
she's using the GoPro, and then like Brayden just goes, "Oh look, she's using the new GoPro." Oh yeah, now she's advertising that, and Steph goes, "Well, you're now doing that too, Brayden."
Oh, really? I don't even remember that.
They
You
are.
made it sound so anticlimactic.
If GoPro sponsors us, we can do an underwater show.
So,
Ooh, I don't
that,
have the money.
well, no, the audio quality
We're
on
like
that
weight
one.
Yeah, I don't have the
ourselves
breath control
down,
for that
sit in the
one.
bottom
I
of
don't
a
think I
pool.
have the lung capacity for that, Steph.
You can speak underwater?
Can we all just
try.
Can we just?
We all learn sign
No.
language.
We just. It's an episode, and every time we swap to a new topic or something, it's us doing a different activity. So one time we're playing basketball, another time we're out skateboarding, another
Like quad biking?
quad biking.
Oh, fuck yeah.
A water skiing episode. Just
That's
with the
sick as
GoPro.
hell.
All got like little lapel mics.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
That'd be great.
Watch me
One of
sink
us
this
stuck
three.
it.
We like to have fun here.
For context, we're using a GoPro Hero 4
Yeah.
base edition, and they're up to the Hero 9 Black Edition.
Compared to the Hero.
Hero
9.
4 base edition.
But what happened to the white one? What's the difference between the white and the black?
Oh, the black is always like the upgraded promo. Now we're doing an ad for them. We have to get away. Alex, what'd you do this week? You read something.
I read a book, everyone. I got the old. Thank you.
Got the old
everyone.
eyes out.
It's good to know that he can read.
I read Seth Rogen's book called Yearbook. Now, it's not a biography at all. Well, kind of.
Memoir?
Huh?
Memoir?
It's
Semi-autobiography.
It's a series of short personal essays
Okay.
depicting different situations and events in his life. And
So
they're
it's
not,
kind of like his memoirs.
yeah, and they're not in chronological order.
Okay.
And man, this
Did you
thing...
pick up a physical copy?
I did pick up a physical copy.
Is it
fuck
good? Because
yeah.
I'm loving memoirs at the moment.
Amazing. It is some. I read it within 2 days. It's not big. It's 250 pages.
Okay.
And man, you fly through these things. They're so engaging. They're hilarious. They're funny. Man's lived a life.
Is it written in the sense of very conversational?
He's talking to you.
Yeah, perfect.
He's reading it like he's explaining everything to you. There's so many interesting things though. Like if you know him, if you know his work, and you watched a few of his things. There's like one where he talks about how he met the characters that ended up being Michael Cera's character in Superbad and McLovin. Talks about how he met them at a bar mitzvah.
Okay.
Oh, did he base them on like people?
Yeah, so Fogel's a real guy, and his last name is Fogel.
Oh my god,
that's great.
And and so because the three characters in Superbad are Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, and Fogel, which is Michael Fogel.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So they're real people. He just goes into so much interesting things, and like you read it, and then you just go, he used that in that movie. Like there's one where he starts talking about how he had a screenwriting friend who developed back cancer, and he kind of helped his friend through it. Ooh. And then I was sitting there, I was like, that's just the plot to 50-50, his movie 50-50 with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah. Then he goes, then my friend eventually, like, he came to me and said, how funny, like, what about if we did a movie where we talked, like, it was about my back cancer, but instead of it, you were just using it to pick up chicks? Stuff like that. And he goes, then we made 50-50.
That's great.
Right.
It's really cool to, like, so I didn't know that Superbad was, like, based around, like, him and people. Yeah. Other, like, actual people. So it's actually kind of, I did just quickly look it up. Fuck, it's got good reviews. Oh,
it's so good.
The 3 that pop up on Google, 5 out of 5 from Booktopia, 4.3 out of 5 for Goodreads, and 4.4 out of 5 for Barnes & Noble.
That's a high score for Goodreads as well. I think it's really interesting. I think I'm really glad that a lot of celebrities and a lot of actors and people in the entertainment industry are publishing memoirs lately.
You bet that he narrates the audiobook as well.
Yeah, he does.
And the audiobook is sitting at a 4.8.
There's the best one, in my opinion, is when he talks about the Sony hack in the interview.
Oh my god!
Because that's so fucking interesting.
Okay, I might buy it tomorrow.
And I ended up watching over the last few days. I watched 50-50, the interview, and Funny People. Which I watched Funny People before I started reading the book, just because I wanted to. Have anyone here seen Funny People? No. Adam Sandler, Leslie Mann, and Seth Rogen. No. Where it's about Adam Sandler, who's like a stand-up comedian, and he gets like a form of cancer.
Oh, I remember that.
And then like the first half of the film is like him being like dealing with the cancer he's got. And then halfway through the film, he gets cured of it.
Yep.
And the main thing about the film is just the main thing about it is just like, did he change from this event he had? Like he learned nothing from it.
Right.
Until the end.
So is it a good movie?
It's good. It's way too long. Okay. Judd Apatow film, so goes for too long. But I enjoyed most of it.
Does he talk about freaks and geeks at all? And
yes, he does talk about freaks and geeks. Very limited though. He doesn't go into it. He just says, I finished doing freaks and geeks at this time. I basically been living in LA off the money I made from freaks and geeks. Okay. He talks about how he met his wife. He talks about how he was doing stand-up when he started doing stand-up in Canada from when he was like 13.
Nice.
He talked about how his friends and I went to go buy drugs. His friends. And
when was this released? Because I'd be curious to know about how much he talks about James Franco, considering...
before that.
So he does talk about James Franco a bit?
No, he doesn't really bring up Franco a lot. Oh. He will mention him if he has to, but he doesn't like... Because he obviously talks about him in the interview. He goes, James... plays his character and like that. So like,
okay, I would have expected him to play like a huge role in it if it was before
I was going to say
he cancelled him.
This was done. It was literally published early May, so it would have been around the same time.
Yeah, probably enough time for him to cut out bits of
enough time to get to the.
It's such a great
editors.
I couldn't believe how fast I read this thing. I just couldn't put it down. And like I think what is beautiful about it and what's amazing is that it's short stories and essays. So like you finish one and then you're like, oh, that's done. Then you read the next one. Like it always keeps you engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always
I'm kind of interested. I just searched up like to where to go get it.
Yeah. QBD, I got mine.
It's a big W.
I read Jerry Seinfeld's book. Is This Anything? I got that for my birthday, and I liked that.
Jerry Seinfeld makes an appearance in Seth Rogen's book.
He pops out.
He pops out. Book. He comes out of the book and goes, "What's the deal with that?"
What's the deal with books?
Yeah, no. So fantastic book, and I got to rewatch 50-50 while doing it, and 50-50 is amazing. Such an underrated film. It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Is it
how
funny?
old is that?
How old's 50-50, Brayden?
On it.
Is it funny?
50-50 from
It's
2011.
funny it's funny. It's not.
Oh, that one! I remember the poster now. With
It's not a
just
straight up
poster of his
yeah.
head.
It's
not a straight up comedy, but it's like the comedy's very natural and like it's not. Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Hour 40.
Hour 40.
I was going to
When did it
say,
come
so I
out?
read.
Oh, I do remember that
2011.
poster too.
I
remember
read
that
Jerry
poster.
Seinfeld's book, which was his collection, all of his comedy that he had kept, just things that he'd written basically over his comedy career.
Yeah.
And I would say I liked it, but it's not the same if Jerry Seinfeld isn't telling it to you.
If he was
you know what I
saying
mean?
it in his voice.
But I'm reading a joke. Doesn't sound as funny if Jerry Seinfeld isn't. So this might be a different story, I think.
Yeah. You see, the thing with that is comedy's all about timing.
Yeah.
And I didn't do the really dumb joke that people do with the timing thing about comedy. But when you're reading a book, you're just flowing through it constantly, reading it in your own voice. And your own voice is very different to Jerry Seinfeld's voice. 50-50 is sitting at a 93%.
Great film.
Far
and
out.
like no one talks about it.
Will I cry?
Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's fantastic in it. Basically plays someone who
Cry with
gets
cancer.
back cancer, like back
Spinal.
cancer, spinal cancer. And there's like the jokes are just like people asking what type of cancer he's got. Like he goes and does chemo with a bunch of people, and he becomes really good friends with them. And like they are like, what type of cancer you got? And he says his form of cancer, which is just some really long.
Yeah.
He goes, and the people around him like, oh, the more syllables, the worse it is.
All right, so it's
stuff like
that
that.
sort of humor.
Yeah.
It's okay. All
So,
right,
that's
gotcha,
cool.
gotcha.
Great film. And then the interview, I feel bad for the interview because when Seth Rogen talks about his thing, he's just like, people shat on it when it came out because the controversy, it just never lived up to the controversy. Like, and
The hype of how controversial it was going to be,
yeah,
and then when it actually came out.
and
I
he
remember
talks,
working in the cinema when it came out. We were terrified. We didn't want to go to work.
it's just I feel bad because I think the film as a whole, it's good. It's
Yeah.
a good, funny film. It's not
funny.
I remember
great.
enjoying it when I watched
Yeah.
it.
Nothing's great about it. Randall Park steals the show.
So I was about to say, I've never seen this movie. I never even really watched the trailer or anything. I did not realize Randall Park was in
Plays
it.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is the one that nearly started World War III.
Yeah.
Yeah, they threatened to bomb all the cinemas that
That's
played it, and
hilarious.
that's why we were like,
Oh my
Sony
god,
got
Randall
hacked because
Park,
of it?
how'd you do this?
It's so funny because Sony got hacked because Sony were just like they came in, they got threat, and they got like a little hack on them, and then Sony called like all the producers and they're like whatever you do, keep safe and everything, like keep your internet safe. And then Seth Rogen and like his producers were like, all right, we're going off books, we're doing all the precautions we need to.
Yeah.
And Sony get hacked and they fuck up, and now like they were forced to censor part of their film.
Oh, wow.
And Seth Rogen was not happy with it.
That's annoying.
He also talks about how Nick Cage was meant to be in the Green Hornet, and he got
What?
Nick Cage got cast as a villain in the Green Hornet, and during his sit down, he was like, "I want to do a Jamaican accent."
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I remember seeing that movie.
Green Hornet.
Yeah, I remember
It's not good, but it's fine.
I remember going to see it. I don't remember the actual movie itself.
Yeah.
I just remember
It's
going
not a good
to
sign.
see it. No.
Yeah, I remember that.
He talks
movie.
about how he regrets making films like Bad Neighbors too.
oh, okay. Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to read.
I'm
this.
actually you've actually got me interested.
Yeah.
I've been
It's-
for a while been thinking maybe I should try and I've been trying to think of
try
a
and
book.
read again. Try.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to find something to do before I go to sleep instead of watch TV.
Good idea. Switch
So-
off.
If you guys want books in the future, here's looking at you, Alex. You can order them through me, and I'll get them cheaper for you.
But can you get books like real books?
Yeah,
Real
books.
books. Okay,
No,
real
we
books.
stock real books now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, good for you guys.
And so we actually so we have a couple customers who I work at a comic shop. Anyone who's just listening to this now,
They're
and-
real books. Everyone, settle
and-
down.
Graphic novels.
graphic
novels.
novels, comic. But no, so we actually have a novel section now,
manga.
and we can do orders as much as whatever you like. So
People that pronounce it manga.
Manga. That's the one you have to read backwards, isn't it?
The first time I
You're gonna
ever
hate- you're
witnessed
gonna
someone
anger a lot of
reading a
people.
book backwards was so weird. I'm like,
At
I was
school,
looking.
we had the Dragon Ball section.
It was at school, but it was just at a bus stop, and I saw some kid reading one, and I saw him open the back of the book up, and then but I was
Spoiling
like,
it. You're
okay.
going to spoil the ending.
No, idiot! Like I was just like, oh, he's at the end of the book, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw him flip the pages the
other
wrong way,
way,
and
yeah.
I'm like, I got intrigued, so I was like, actually just watching him read this thing.
What's
and
that?
He's going the wrong way. I'm like,
I
Bet
read
you-
a book.
bet you
I
puts
have
this
read a
upside
novel
down.
as well.
Michael's multiculturalism.
I bet you he puts discs in upside down. Plays the movie upside down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and
puts a movie on and puts it in reverse.
Seth Rogen's Yearbook, fantastic.
Highly recommend.
Cannot recommend enough. 5 out of 5 as a book.
5 out of 5.
5 out of
nice.
5.
5 out of 5.
I couldn't put it down.
All right. I'll read it.
That is the thing you say about a good book.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also watched something else. Last week I talked about my anger with Disney Plus, and how Love Victor was available to watch on Hulu in its full, but we don't have Hulu here. Everything that comes out on Hulu in America gets on Star for Disney Plus here.
Yes.
So instead of maybe releasing Love Victor Season 2, which if for anyone who doesn't know what Love Victor Season 2 is, Love Victor is in general, it is the sequel TV show to the film that came out a few years ago called Love, Simon.
Okay.
Anyway, so for some reason, Netflix and Star in Australia, they go, nah, we're going to start releasing them last week, and we're going to do it one episode at a time.
Cool.
So
You got a bit impatient.
I got impatient, and I did go to the bad place, maybe I didn't. You know, no
We're
speculation.
not revealing any details.
I'm not revealing anything. I have a friend on the inside. Oh.
But your friends on the inside.
Anyway, so I was able to watch Love Victor Season 2. I'm not going to go too much into it because no one here has seen Love Victor Season 1.
Fair
You all
enough.
should. Very good show. And if you haven't seen Love, Simon, very good movie.
Still
Everyone
need
should
to
watch
watch
that.
the movie, yeah.
I liked it a little bit better than Season 2. I've never had more disdain for a character who shouldn't have had my disdain for my life. I was actually rooting for our main character to break up with this character throughout the whole season.
Oh my God.
And at the end, they're hinting at maybe it did happen. Ooh. Don't know. But other than that, there's a secondary character. Forgot his name right now, but he's the highlight of the show. He just plays Victor's. If anyone doesn't know, Love Victor's a show about a kid called Victor who spent season 1 kind of finding out, like, exploring his sexuality. You know, he thinks he's straight, but then he becomes gay at the end. Not becomes gay. No, I can't say that. You know what I mean?
He comes out.
He comes out, but, like, I don't want to say, because that makes it sound like it's a choice, but it's not a choice.
He realizes
understands
he understands his sexuality. He gets a better grasp on his sexuality.
There we go.
Towards the end of the season, and then this season's him having to deal with everyone's reaction about it. Very good show. His best friend, who I cannot for the life of me remember his name right now.
And Felix.
Best character in the show. Man, you love Felix. Felix goes through some stuff this season, and he nearly had me in tears at one point.
Okay.
But other than that, it's a great show. Everyone should watch it.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
Can't say I probably will, but
someone doesn't want to watch good TV then.
I'll.
Is it because you
I've
got
got
rid of
too much to watch.
You got rid of your Disney Plus.
I did get rid of my Disney Plus.
Chris told us last week.
Chris, I
He
forgot
dubbed on
about
you.
Chris.
He dubbed on you.
Oh my
So
god!
you're just not watching Loki?
No, I have seen some of Loki, but maybe I had to go to the bad place. Maybe I had to,
Or just get Disney Plus.
I know. God, I forgot about Chris.
Yeah, you stitched him up big time.
How could you?
How could
Was he
you?
mad?
How could you do that to Chris? Someone
Yeah,
who's
he
never
was
done.
fuming.
He was fuming.
He was not. He was a bit sad.
He's
I'm
never
gonna get
he's
it
never
back.
done
I'll
anything
get it
against
back.
us in his life.
I
and
don't
you're
have a
doing
job
this.
anymore. All right, I'll get it back. I'll get Disney Plus back. I'm sorry, Christian. Anyway,
I will eventually watch Love Victor. I need to watch Love Simon first.
I'll jump on it.
And
Watch
Simon
it these
is
holidays.
in Love Victor. He makes appearances.
Yeah.
I'll watch it these holidays.
Michael, what have you watched?
What have I watched?
Yeah,
I
well.
finally got around to seeing A Quiet Place Part 2.
what did you think?
I really enjoyed it.
Can Cillian Murphy get it or what?
Oh, we can't spoil it. Brad hasn't seen it.
Yeah,
Cillian Murphy can get it.
Yeah, you can.
you can.
That's no spoiler.
Michael.
Oh my god, you haven't seen it yet, Brayden. Okay,
Can't-
so yeah,
can't
without
talk about
I thought it was a really good sequel. I liked how, like in the first one, it's like very like, because I went and saw it with my girlfriend and we were talking because I made her watch it
Humble brag.
I made her watch the first one the other week, and she pointed it out to me how like the first one seems like it's very, very quiet. Like the whole thing's about staying extremely.
This one not so
quiet.
much.
Yeah, this one not so much. I think it's pretty good. Like they're breaking out of that. It's a bit more like they're
Well,
It has
do
the
with it.
moments though.
yeah, but they're getting a little bit more like reckless with the sound. Like they're not like
Well, now they can
trying-
fight back against it.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, obviously because they had
Do you
that
prefer
discovery.
it or
I don't know. This just the experience from seeing that first one in the movies, like because it was like nothing like that ever.
I like this one more. I think.
I think I like this one more too.
I think
is
as a movie, this one's I like it more. But like as an
Yeah.
experience,
the back-to-back watch. It's incredible.
the back to back.
It's insane. It's my second favorite film this year.
I have a question.
We have an answer.
Hi, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does it pick up exactly from the point?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So
Like-
hence why a watch.
Like maybe even
Sequential.
3 frames before.
Ooh.
It's literally like the moment after the shot, or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah,
like
cool.
there.
The ridiculous ending when she's just
That
like,
was the most fucking insane ending.
It honestly, that was the only thing I didn't like about the film. Was
Same.
like ends with her cocking the shotgun.
It was so tonally out
It
from
was
the
just
rest
like
of the film.
it's like here we go. It's an action movie now.
Yeah. But like I because of your comment, I could see it throughout the film when you said it gives you Last of Us vibes.
Yeah.
Just like certain scenes and stuff. Like it's just like
The callbacks and the writing's amazing in this film, man.
I love a good
I did quite enjoy this one.
Yeah,
I think I gave it a 4 in the end as well.
yeah. I think I'd push it to 4.5 now. It's definitely my second favorite of the year. It's just behind Raya.
Would it be your second favorite Quiet Place movie?
No, it's my first. Favorite Quiet Place movie.
Ooh, it beats
First
the first
favourite.
one.
Because this one also I feel like is cool because it explores a little bit more of the world.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it.
And I did like the little like day one thing at the start. I thought that was quite.
Day one's cool.
Oh, the
Quite
flashback
nice.
thing?
It starts off, and I'm glad. It's nice to see John Krasinski.
Yeah.
Nice to see Jim.
I watched 2 notable things. I finally finished season 3 of Cobra Kai because my mum was forcing me to watch. She's like, Stephanie, when are we going to watch more Cobra Kai? And so I watched that, pretty much steamed through it.
Aren't you hyped for season 4?
I
now?
am hyped. for
Steph,
season
you're quite a few months
I'm,
behind.
months
I'm
late to the party.
delayed, I know, but now I'm just going to have less wait time before season 4.
Comes out this year.
I'm so excited.
Season 4 comes
now,
out
I
like
remember,
November.
I remember
okay, I'm
talking
gonna
about how
rewatch
much
it
I
before that
loved
happens.
Robbie, and you guys, we don't like Robbie. I still like Robbie.
You still like Robbie?
I still like Robbie.
Robbie's boring.
I feel bad
Yeah,
for
no.
Robbie. I think that every time he's tried to do something,
when he walks
he's
out the
tried
prison
to,
and they're both there.
yeah, that was. But every time he's tried to do something good, something has screwed him over. You know, like he's just been broken down.
Don't you love his character where he's at now, though?
Oh yeah, well, yeah. There's going to be some issues, I think, in the. But you know who I've never hated a TV character more.
who?
She fills me with such rage.
Oh, it's not his daughter, is it?
No, the other Peyton
Tori.
List.
Tori.
I hate
Holly
her.
Hills from Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I hate her.
Oh, she's
So
such a great
much.
villain.
She's a
She's-
good villain, but I
I just-
do understand like the hate for her.
I'm so scared they're going to try and redeem her in the next season because you know how they did with Hawk, with how he's like kind of coming good now.
I mean, Hawk's good now. We can
He's
say
Yeah,
good
he's
now because
good
he
now,
realized
right?
what he'd done to
Exactly.
Dimitri and stuff.
Exactly. If they try to humanize, like to redeem her, I'm going to be upset because I just want to hate her
how
and
good's
let
that
it go.
ending? It's just
Yeah.
like I want to see what happens now. I want to see.
I'm so
karate.
excited.
I want to see. Yeah,
I'm very excited. So yeah,
I
I
want to see
watched that.
Miyagi Kai.
Miyagi Kai. Is that what it's going to be called?
I hope so. It's such a good name.
You guys have stumbled across a actually relevant piece of news. Literally this morning, they announced that Cobra Kai season 4 isn't coming like when it was planning to in July. So it's instead slated for somewhere between October December.
This year.
We can
Oh, it
wait.
wasn't meant to come out in July this year.
Oh, wasn't it?
No.
Okay, well, at
Nah,
some
'cause
point it got pushed from
they
that.
legit just started filming it like a few months ago.
Yeah.
A month ago.
Good lord.
So
Had
yeah,
me
so
worried for a
it,
sec.
between October December.
Yeah, cool. Look, that
Definitely
means
a
we
re-
get 2 seasons of Cobra Kai in 1 year. So
Definitely a
That's it.
rewatch is in order before that comes
yeah,
out.
Absolutely. I love that show's insane.
So yeah, I think it's fantastic. Second thing I watched finally, just because we've got a screening coming up.
Well, we
Space
don't know.
Well, yeah, we don't know, but Space Jam
Fingers crossed.
2 is coming out.
Lockdown.
in the future.
Hey, fucking send us into lockdown. Just make it Thursday next week.
I watched Space Jam.
Space
Yeah,
Jam,
come on and
and
slam.
slam.
I found it. I love the Looney Tunes.
Michael
I
Jordan
gotta
can't act,
preface
can he?
that. I could have known.
So have we,
basketball.
Brayden, there's a clear divide here. People that have obviously watched it a lot older,
Yeah.
and then there was us.
Yeah, there's a divide this way across the room nowadays.
I understood why you guys liked it though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand. I mean, I love the Looney Tunes. Even I was laughing out loud at Daffy Duck.
Yeah, got
I
it.
was like Daffy, and then I was picturing Donald
Not
in my
Donald.
head. I got confused. Daffy Duck. I love the Looney Tunes. So Daffy Duck,
Yes.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
I was laughing out loud.
They
because
knock it
they're
out the
just
park
so
with their
funny.
writing
They're
constantly.
yeah, the writing is hilarious. And the animation is just so funny. And Elmer Fudd, all of them.
Yeah.
The concept.
It's
Just
ridiculous.
the concept of the movie.
There's no
is-
space.
So
yeah.
the aliens. Well, the aliens are from space.
yeah, but they don't jam in space.
It
No,
was
they don't
so
jam in space.
Weird. I was watching it with my sister, and Isabella. She never watches movies. She was sitting there with me watching it. And halfway through, she goes, "This movie is just whack, Stephanie." And I said, "It is."
Oh man, she even used some '90s words for it. Good for
Man,
her.
Space Jam's fantastic. Leave it alone.
Think about it from Michael and I's perspective.
The
We
opening
saw it-
credits are amazing.
We saw it before Back in Action even existed.
Back in action. Just,
So,
it could never
I found my DVD
it
of
could never
Space Jam the other
compare.
day.
Fuck yeah. I do got to say, one of my favorite things about Space Jam, what did you think about the intercutting between the basketballers who have lost their talent?
That was so weird. I was
fantastic.
like, so they stole...
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, when he goes to the pub. No,
One of
you're
the
not Charles
psychologists.
Barkley.
It's just, I
just
don't
look
know
like
any
him.
of these people. I don't know, but I'm not into basketball like you guys are either.
Yeah.
So that was the whole thing. Like, I just feel like Space Jam walked so Back in Action could run and fly. Because
enough.
Back in Action just is like a masterpiece.
I rewatched Space Jam not long ago, and I had a lot of fun with it. I do get the appeal. I don't think it's a...
I get the appeal.
I know
It's
it's
not a masterpiece.
I know it's not a fantastic movie, but it's just like I loved that movie since I was a kid.
I think
and
the
no one
new
can change
one's
my mind.
going to be worse, but it won't have the same magic that...
Oh, it will not have the same magic.
I think I don't have a lot of hope for Space Jam New Legacy.
I'm worried about New Legacy too, but I don't think it's very hard to not have fun with the Looney Tunes, you know? Like
Yes.
they just them being in it. I still had fun with the movie.
And you got Wayne Knight and
Bill
Oh my
Murray.
Bill Murray.
God,
Bill
they
Murray?
they absolutely
just playing
steal
golf,
the show.
playing golf with
Desperately
Larry
wanting
Bird.
to be-
All the golf scenes are great.
Oh, and it starts off with Michael Jordan when he's playing baseball.
Oh yes, because when
Yeah,
they're in his
that's it.
baseball career, it's set during his time away from basketball.
Yeah.
It's fucking
And then at the end, it's his return to
so
basketball.
good.
Yeah.
The end is so hype, and then you get all that hype of them like calling him back out of retirement and everything. You get that whole moment that happened in real life, and then like the last line of the movie is just Bill Murray going, "Let's go Bulls." It's fucking great.
But I was like, just like the digging up the hole because they think he just
my
fell
God,
into it.
Wayne
Like,
Knight. So
Yeah,
good.
I do see the appeal, and I had fun with it. But yeah, it was not. I expected it to be this iconic movie
Yeah.
because of all the hype around
You
it
expected
and-
Back in Action levels of comedy.
the iconic. I feel like the most iconic moment from that movie is the MJ stretching for the dunk.
Oh my
Did you
god,
see the Giannis memes this week?
Yeah.
that was just.
It's Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
They can do that.
Yeah.
They can do
Stretch.
that. They can do that.
I do love it being like, no, you're in Looney Land. Like, you can do anything.
I just love Daffy Duck. He's just the funniest.
He's,
Daffy does a
he's
great
playing the
job.
coach or manager in the new one.
It's so funny. He's
That
such a
makes me
serious
happy.
guy.
I think they couldn't get some good comedy out of that. I'm concerned about
Granny,
everything
I'm
else
concerned
about
that there's been
They're
already been too many
overusing.
Granny jokes.
it. Way
Yeah.
overusing so
I think
far.
Granny's making martinis at halftime. That's not funny.
Granny's
The reason-
never been a funny character. She's always been like
Back in action, she's
lighthearted.
great.
Oh, and when she reveals to be what's his name?
Kaz.
Steve
Isn't
Martin.
she
Like
Kaz?
Steve
No.
Martin.
I just think the reason why these movies work so well is because like the Looney Tunes are hilarious
Yeah.
in themselves, and they're quite adult but also very kiddish.
Yeah.
But also the fact that they are celebrities
Yeah.
in the way that like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny are actors in the Looney Tunes,
They-
and they're celebrities.
they
have
exist in
managers and agents. And,
The pop culture zeitgeist of the world that it's set in.
yeah,
So when Michael Jordan goes there, he's like, "You're the Looney Tunes."
yeah.
And he knows them because they're the Looney Tunes and they exist.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers exists in Back in Action, and you get everything on the Warner Brothers set, and they're getting cut from movies, and like they're not following Looney
They want
Tunes
pay
anymore.
cuts or pay rises.
They're not
and
popular
everything else.
anymore.
Yeah,
Like
it's just hilarious. I love
which
that.
they're also playing with the new one as well. Them being the like rejects,
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm.
Like
Now,
yeah, it's
that-
interesting.
weird train of thought I went on. For Looney Tunes Back in Action, did Macca's or HJs have toys?
Ooh, do you want me to look it up?
Can't remember.
I don't think I was old enough. How?
I wasn't old enough to remember that.
What year did it come out?
Back in Action was 2003.
We
I have
were-
a
we were-
weird,
I
I
was
have a
5.
weird feeling that one of them had a toy for Back in Action. I don't know why. That's where my mind went.
I think you are on the money. I think
It
they
does
did.
sound familiar.
I remember Brother Bear toys from Macca's.
I remember the Brother Bear ones. I remember getting
100%.
the Yu-Gi-Oh cards from Macca's too.
Oh yeah. Do you remember when you went to go see the Yu-Gi-Oh movie in theaters? You got the cards.
Yeah.
I remember the
You guys
Simpsons
definitely
movie,
talked
they-
about that last week.
We didn't talk about that last week.
Yeah,
We
that
went
was
to
the
movie.
Yu-Gi-Oh
So
thing
hold on,
last
you
week.
have
We
seen
talk
Back in
about that.
Action?
Not since I was a kid.
Okay.
So I have no real memory of it. I need to watch it again.
I think I also just love Back in Action because it commits to that like not 3D, still 2D, but it looks deeper than normal 2D. I think they do a great job of it.
I would give anything for them to have like an easily accessible release of Back in Action on Blu-ray. I want it. I
Did
want
you
a
know
copy
that
of it.
because Back in Action bombed, they never did Skate Jam? It was going to be Tony Hawk with Looney
That's
Tunes.
cool. Why couldn't they do that?
I know,
Why
right?
could they not? Oh, that would
Did
be
you
fantastic.
say Back in Action bombed?
Yeah, it bombed at the box office.
But it's amazing. Brendan Fraser plays Brendan Fraser's stunt double.
Yep.
Yeah,
Isn't that brilliant?
it's so good.
And Brendan Fraser's an asshole in the universe.
It's so good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but confirmed through the new TV spots in Space Jam 2 that LeBron is wearing 6, not 23.
Yep.
Which leads to my theory that the only reference there's going to be to Jordan
Is the
that
jersey number.
he's going to try to wear 23.
Do you think they'll have like a really bad headshot of him? Like a really bad photo
I literally
of it?
think it's just going to be there wherever they're practicing.
They're going to look up.
And then it's just going to be like, he's going to be like, all right, I'll be 23. And then they're just like, They point up and you see Jordan 23 retired.
In the old Toon Squad jersey. Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, Bugs is wearing the old Toon Squad jersey.
Yeah.
Parts of the
I
trailer.
noticed that when it played before a movie I went and saw this last week. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
And what was that movie?
That movie was In the Heights. I finally saw it. Mikhail and I finally went and saw it.
Did you love it?
Oh my God, it's fucking beautiful.
Isn't it
just visually, that movie is just stunning.
It is.
The shot that sets up the rest of the movie for me, like visually, was like everything was like, okay, cool, this is great and everything. And then when he looks through the bodega window and the dancers are reflected.
Oh, the reflection, yeah.
Oh my God, it's just like, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, just
and then like the choreography is just out of this world.
Do we have a
So
favourite
good.
song?
I'm partial to 96,000.
That's my favourite song too.
My favorite part of 96,000 is when the kid just breaks into the hardcore rap about like how much they're like marginalized as like a minority. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
it's
listening to
great.
the lyrics to that song again is very
I'll tell you what, Anthony
enlightening.
Ramos fucking kills it.
I love Corey Hawkins.
Which one's he?
He's
Benny. Oh my
Dre.
God. He's so Dr. Dre. That's
he's
exactly
just,
what I
he
thought.
can get it too. He's just
Oh man,
perfect.
100%. He's not on Instagram.
My favorite song is
I found
Breathe.
out.
It will always be Breathe. Nina's song at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Incredible song.
That was really nice. The use of her like seeing her like self as a kid, basically. That was
That's
really
a very
nice.
good song. I don't think there's a bad song in it. Really.
Yep, agree. Maybe. Except for the one. No, I think there is a song that I wouldn't go back and listen to if I'm listening to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Is it Abuela's song?
No, Abuela's song's amazing.
I was going to say, because I was like,
Faye.
that was like, I thought it might just be a bit sad.
No, it's the song it's Benny and Nina's song, and the way that they make up for
at
it in
the
the
end?
film is when they dance. It's the
Dancing
way it's
on the
filmed.
side of the
That's
wall.
great. I just think the song in general is just
Probably, yeah. Actually, it's quite forgettable.
Because the moment in the movie
Yeah.
is that they're dancing on the side of the
totally
building.
come around on Vanessa's song. I'm a big fan of Vanessa's song now.
the one, yeah.
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 Honestly, I'm so
I
glad
know
I finally
Mediga's
went
pretty
and saw it.
good. The Salon song's great.
Oh, the Salon
I love
song's
the mannequin heads.
hilarious.
And Carnival de Barrio.
Oh my God. Honestly, it's so
Michael.
good. It's just so good. I'm so glad I finally saw it. I'm so glad I saw it in cinemas because it was just...
You just want to dance though, don't you? Don't you just
Oh my
wanna, like...
God. It honestly made me go, man, white people got no culture.
Yeah.
I've dropped it down to a
Honestly.
4.
Yeah?
Yeah, I dropped it down to a 4. So it's 4, Quiet Place 4.5, Raya 5.
I
Nice.
think I prefer it to A Quiet Place.
the
literally-
pacing's off in the middle.
I watched it with my mum and I went home and I was
Gets a
like,
bit long.
we had to be European. Why couldn't we have been Spanish? So why couldn't we have been one of those? Why would it be Italian? We've got pizza and pasta, but like,
Wow. Okay.
but it's just amazing. You just want to be a part of that community.
It does make you go, oh my God, I wish we had community like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
Watch all 6 seasons of Community
Incredible. On what, Alex?
on Netflix.
There you go. No, seriously, I thought it was absolutely beautiful.
Did
I
you cry?
I very much enjoyed the sort of twist at the end.
Yeah.
I won't spoil it
People
for
don't
people
like
who
that.
don't see it. Really?
People are like, nah, you should have gone.
Oh, okay.
A couple things
Yeah,
actually.
you
First of all,
definitely should've
did you find Vanessa like a little bit annoying?
In the sense of she's a woman who's like found her life incredibly tough because of the color of her skin, and she struggles to get into the industry she's in.
Steph
so
doesn't
she's a little
not
bit
that,
tough
not
around the
that,
edges.
Not that. Just like the
She's a buzzkill.
bullshit-
Steph finds
yeah,
her a
she's a
buzzkill.
buzzkill. She's a bit of a buzzkill.
My case in point that I just made.
Yeah, I know.
She is
Because
struggling
Because in
so much.
96,000, when it gets to Vanessa's
Oh
part
my
of the
God,
song,
it's so funny. And Anthony Ramos was just like, fine, be broke then.
Yeah.
So good.
That was a funny comeback, and I actually quite like. I like the bit in that song where she sings because it leads into the
Into the
big
rest of it, yeah.
bit of the song. But I'm just like, oh, Vanessa.
Yeah. I understand it as a character thing.
The other thing that I find a little bit annoying about it, I can't actually say because then it will kind of spoil
Spoilies.
the movie. Yeah, so I don't want to say that. But did you hear there's actually been backlash to Lynn for the casting choices in this?
I did hear about that.
Apparently,
What?
it's not diverse enough.
It's not diverse enough, apparently.
Oh,
And he's
more white people, please.
Because it's only white people probably complaining about it.
they're saying that there's not enough like what Afro Latinos.
Yeah, so basically they're like, people aren't black enough. And it's like half the characters in literal lyrics in the song set up the fact that they are biracial from other countries. I don't see where there's an issue of diversity when heaps of the people that they've cast
That's it.
Did you
are
say
biracial. Post-credits.
Yeah, there's post-credits.
There's not a white person name to be found. I'm
What
pretty
was
sure.
the post-credits?
The post-credits.
Oh, yeah,
Lynn.
post-credits. So I'm
It's
thinking
a
of normal
reprise
credits.
of Lynn's song.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Christopher Jackson pops back up.
he does.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we left. Oh my god,
Oh,
I
no.
didn't know that. I thought
You can Google it. You can
I
Google
was
it.
gonna say we definitely looked it up, and I didn't look like there was anything.
I just think that obviously we really can't say anything as non-Latino people.
Oh,
on
no,
the
we're white as
diversity of
hell.
The casting, but I
Speak for
don't
Michael
think there was an
Michael and I
issue with it.
3/4 Puerto Rican.
I don't think that there
Definitely
was
are
an issue
not.
with it. You know, like I thought it was.
I personally don't see an issue with it because I thought it's incredibly. It's a case of like choose your battles.
Yeah, that's
because
it.
like there are so many other aspects of the world where we can focus on getting more diverse things into it. I think a film that's actively trying to be very diverse and is about a diverse topic isn't the hill to die on.
I think it's done
Who
so
cares?
much good for the
It's
cinematic industry. I think it's done so much good for the Latino community
Yeah, it's
and for
amazing.
everything.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like who cares? They made a movie. They made a fun movie. They made a very
and it's
good movie.
diverse anyway.
And yeah, exactly.
gives
It
a
is
shit?
diverse. And Lynn responded to saying like, "I'm listening. I will do better." And I was like, Lynn.
It's-
I'm like,
But
It's the
I
correct
feel like
positive
I feel
response.
like that's the way to that's just the way to come around it so it doesn't cause more drama.
very diplomatic. It was
Yeah.
a diplomatic response. But I just feel like people just, like I said,
But people
it is
always
such
try
a
and
good movie.
people always try and find something. That's the thing. Like,
But why can't they celebrate the fact that this is doing is just such a big win?
I'm going to
where's the
balance
fun in
out.
that when
Should
you
have happened way
can
sooner.
complain
I'm
about
going to
it?
balance out the white people talking about diversity in film, and I'm going to shout out. I don't know if they've talked about it. They may or may not have. I'm going to shout out a podcast called Maximum Film. They're over on Maximum Fun. They're actually a diverse people who talk about movies. They probably talked about it in the
okay.
Heights, so they probably have a take on it. Go check their take out. I recommend it.
Okay.
I haven't heard it.
Well, that's
Do we want to talk about? Loki?
yes.
A little bit
I
of
haven't
Loki.
seen the latest episode.
You haven't seen the most recent
wait,
one.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst one.
It is.
Oh wait, so 4 hasn't.
4 came out
is
today. I've
today's.
got 6 minutes left of 4.
I haven't seen.
I rocked
3
up early.
Michael couldn't
What,
come.
3's
okay.
bad?
No, Michael rocked up on time. He just
3 is bad.
not bad.
It's not. No, it's not
So
bad. It's
3
just the
doesn't have Owen Wilson in it.
It's the lot. It's just between the variant and Loki.
I just found that with a 6 episode show, why are we doing this?
It was in the case of it being a 6 episode series and getting this episode. I agree that feels weird.
Yeah.
I thought the episode by itself, as like part of the greater thing, I thought it gave a really good insight into the 2 different variations. I think
I feel
she did a great
It's a bit
job.
weird that Loki wants to fuck Loki though.
I mean, is it? Loki. I
He's
like
a sexual being, Richard.
anyone who I've seen on the internet being like, oh man, why'd they have to pander to like Loki being like gender fluid?
Pretty
and
sure
bisexual?
Loki turned himself into a
And it's
female
like,
horse.
Loki
and then got
literally
pregnant and had a kid as
is
a female horse.
a body morphing, like he can be whatever he wants to be. So
So
of
I've
course
clearly
he's
missed
gender
something
fluid.
in this last episode. So there's a love interest for Loki.
No, Loki loves Loki.
Loki loves Loki.
We all love Loki.
In Norse mythology, Loki fucked a horse.
No, Loki got fucked by a horse and then gave birth.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Loki was the girl horse.
but like
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, Norse mythology,
Gods.
man. Dude. Have you guys ever looked at a Norse mythology? It's fucking lit.
It is nuts.
It's
I
insane.
feel like this episode sort of leans into the whole multiverse. That third episode, because obviously like there's
Yes.
the two varying versions, and like they obviously have a different upbringing as well. So it's like, what if this and this?
We'll get to what if later this year.
We will.
My biggest thing though is that they set up such a cool. Like at the end of episode 2, I was like, so this is what the rest of the show is going to be. They set up these like all these different branches of timelines, and it's going to be about fixing and controlling all this. And then the next episode, we just get Loki and Loki hanging out talking.
Yeah. See the end.
But I like the ending. There's a cool one take at the end of the episode that I thought was like it hooked me back in.
The end of that third episode got me hyped for the 4th episode because like obviously they're like in that town and you know shit's going down. So we're back in the action at the end of the episode.
Linton.
But yeah, that's our hot take.
Sorry, I was setting up the camera. I have thoughts. Yeah, I do find it weird that they leave us on the cliffhanger of now all the different branches are opening and we're going to have a tight little interpersonal episode. But I think everything that it's leading up to in the greater like MCU story, I'm so excited for.
Still my favorite 1 out of the 3.
Yeah.
Oh man, everything about it. It's just I'm a sucker for multiverse theory shit.
So do we think Loki's going to be like back in the normal?
I kind of hope not.
I hope so.
I don't think we're going to see Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
I have
I have an actual thing that's probably going to lead into. Never mind.
Scrolling through the world of TikTok, I came across some random TikTok about the a theory with Loki and where the
I'm interested to see if it's the same as
TVA,
where it's located.
Where the TVA
on the quantum realm.
In the quantum realm, because
you saw an Ant-Man and the Wasp, a little city.
Ant-Man and the Wasp in the background was a little city, and then they keep mentioning how like time moves differently. And,
yeah, you ready for another theory?
What?
Is that the timekeepers are controlled by Kang the Conqueror to keep this sacred timeline on track, because it's the timeline where he takes over everything.
That would be awesome.
But apparently in the new Ant-Man movie,
Quantumania,
the bad guy is one of
Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror, yeah.
There's one of the bad timekeepers. The timekeepers,
yeah. So the theory,
Kang's way from in the future.
Okay.
Yeah. So the theory about Loki is that Kang the Conqueror, which will be played by Jonathan Majors.
Yep.
We know him from Defy Bloods. He what he's doing is he's controlling the TVA to keep this sacred timeline on track, because it's the timeline
I really like that
leads him to be
really
taking over the
cool.
world.
That's really
But like I didn't consider it until I saw the thing about the whole it being in the quantum realm, and then like them pointing out, because I never noticed it in the back of Ant-Man and the Wasp until they showed like the screen.
I was going to say
it
would be like city.
Yeah.
It would be
but
like
it was more
It looks a lot like it too.
It was more the it moves. It being said, time moves differently here in
the same way. Yeah.
I think it's the case where that has to happen. There has to be it.
Yeah, that I love hearing that. I hadn't heard that yet. That's very cool.
Because it also makes sense being in a quantum realm.
There's a scene where they go past the quantum world and you see this little city.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
that's very cool. To answer a question about whether or not we're going to see Loki in stuff after this, I imagine we might see the Kid Loki. Kid Loki is a large part of Young Avengers, which was from an incredible comic run where they have a bunch of the characters that they're basically introducing right now and leading into, like America Chavez, who's in Doctor Strange 2. She is a lot to do with multiverse dimension jumping and stuff. She's a part of that. Wiccan and Speed, they're a big part of that.
Ironheart.
So we're probably going to see Kid Loki.
Well, that's all well and good. I do like Tom Hiddleston, though.
How about
I'd like to see him in it.
Now they're in the Marvel trailer. Did you see the Shang-Chi trailer with Abomination and Wong?
Yeah. It was so... I was just not expecting it.
There's a new Shang-Chi trailer, right?
Yeah. I'll bring
better trailer than the first one.
It was.
I'm a bit more on board with Shang-Chi now. But there's Abomination now. If you don't know what Abomination is, have you seen the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk?
No. The MCU Hulk movie.
But I remember from the games.
He's a villain. Abomination was the villain in that.
Yeah.
And they're bringing back the same actor to do She-Hulk. He's going to be in She-Hulk. But he's in the Shang-Chi trailer, and everyone was like, who's he fighting? Is he fighting... Yeah, he's fighting a sorcerer.
So he looks like Hulk, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a bit more fucked up.
And Kevin Feige came out today and said that's Wong.
Yeah, so it's Wong fighting Abomination.
So here's my thing. I had a theory with Shang-Chi, and this is such... Like, one of the main reasons I get on board. If they start making a new series, a new phase of Marvel films, and I really hope Shang-Chi is set within the 5 years where the Avengers weren't there.
Ooh.
That's what I want to see more. I want to see more.
We get the stuff in between.
Yeah, I want Marvel to set movies in there. So then it explains why the Avengers just weren't there to save this catastrophic event.
I can get that.
That's cool. That's a good idea.
That's what I really want. And that I don't think they will, but like to me that'd be such a great way to do that, to do the next series.
That's very interesting.
But we've already had stuff that hasn't been set in that timeline. Not the timeline. What is it?
We've had stuff set afterwards. So
yeah,
like
Falcon and
both the series, or all the series.
Loki's just set wherever.
Loki's set off on its own thing. It's on a branch.
Shang-Chi, that's your big movie.
My big movie's A Quiet Place Part 2. Everyone.
I was going to say, did you expect that to do as well as
I did not expect A Quiet Place 2 to bang.
Okay, you've got finance this.
I'm doing fine. I've got it up now.
This is a good segue.
It's a great segue.
Great segue.
Great work, Steph. You're learning.
Thank you.
It wasn't that great.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Finance It with Alex. Let's get into it.
Get into it.
Coming in at number 5 this week in its 5th week at the box office, we have Cruella, making $3.8 million. You weren't here. I watched Cruella last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, I'll hear your thoughts about it after the show.
It dropped 21%.
Thoughts on episode 111 of Millennial Movie Talk.
No way.
It has made $184 million worldwide.
Damn.
Of a $150 million budget. Sits on a 74% Rotten Tomatoes.
That's a really high budget.
Yeah.
For that kind of movie?
Oh, it could be 100. This is the one where like the budget's expected
yeah.
to be 100 million to 200 million, so I just put 150 there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Coming in number 4, we have Peter Rabbit 2 in its third weekend of the box office, made $4.7 million. That's a 22% drop from last week. It's currently made $108.5 million worldwide of a $45 million budget.
Christ.
That was a mouthful.
Do you like that?
Oh
It's
my
sitting
God.
on a 67% Rotten Tomatoes with a 90% audience score. People like Peter Rabbit.
Quick tangent on kids' films. Also watched the second Trolls movie after I watched the first one the other
Bad?
week. It was rough stuff, but the McElroys are in it, so they're funny.
Coming in at number 3, we have The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. In its second week in the box office, made $4.8 million. That's a 57% drop off from last week. Currently made $32 million worldwide off a $50 million budget. Sits on 27% of Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm scared that we have
27?
Yeah, it's rough. That's why we went and saw Cruella. It was that or Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Ooh, I did not know that.
In its fifth week at the box office, A Quiet Place Part 2, making $6.1 million, was a 32% drop off from last week, has made $249 million worldwide so far. But don't worry, that's not mine. We're doing domestic for our tallies,
Yeah.
Okay.
not worldwide. We'll get into that later. That is off a $55 million budget.
Thank
And
God.
as we also expected, in number 1 spot, this is what they're officially calling it, F9, The Fast Saga.
This
Jesus
is you,
Christ.
your debut.
In its
F9,
first...
the
No.
Fast
Oh, was it
Saga.
last
I was in it last week.
Oh, okay.
No, it's his debut.
No, she was asking for my debut on the list.
Oh, okay. No, he had Hitman's Wife Bodyguard.
Which we don't want to talk
With a $70 million debut.
Holy shit.
That's the highest. That's
Ever.
It's beaten A Quiet Place. And,
That's nuts.
thing.
God, people.
Currently it has a worldwide box office of $412 million
Holy fuck.
off a $200 million budget.
Holy fuck.
So what has it?
Currently sitting on a 60% Rotten Tomatoes. and
It's
83
past the
Metascore.
worldwide box office for A Quiet Place Part 2
Yep.
within
It-
1
it's-
week.
Yeah.
Holy
No, it came out in China a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so worldwide's included in that.
It
So it's been
debuted
out-
at $180 million in China. No, $280 million in China.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Domestic tallies.
Yeah, we
don't
don't-
get
I
ahead
know
of
it's domestic
yourself.
tally. I know it's
Domestic.
Still, that's nuts.
That is incredible.
good.
amount
You
of
know
money.
what, Vin Diesel? Good for you.
So, with saying this, let's have a look at the box office draft. So, sitting in last place, hey Brad,
Hey, how you doing?
$24.1 million.
I've noticed a thing, and I think it's just a part of me. If I'm involved in any sort of competition that is on a podcast,
You always last.
I have to lose. There has to be a loser, and that loser is me. I lose everything on podcasts, whether it's a competition or a game or a challenge. I lose it. So I just
Why?
want everyone to remember
Why?
that. I don't know. I think it's in my DNA.
Oh, okay.
Coming in at fourth place, so that $24 million is just from In the Heights.
Okay. You still got 4 movies to go.
In
That
the
was
Heights
your
was
big
the
one,
highest
though. That was your big one.
Coming in fourth place is Steph.
4th place. Me.
Yeah.
2 movies out, isn't it?
Yep. The Conjuring with $59 million
Yep.
and Spiral with $23 million.
Spiral was my shitty movie, but Conjuring was like mid-range
No, you
for
got
me.
Paw Patrol there.
Oh, God. Paw Patrol. I reckon
Hey,
Paw
no.
Patrol do more
Paw
than-
Patrol fucking slap.
In third place, Michael, welcome to the 100 million gang.
100 million.
Gang,
100
gang.
milli.
Wait, Chris is...
Make him bank.
Chris
Gang,
is second
gang.
still.
Gonna help.
Michael with Fast 9 sitting on $76 million and Hitman's Wife Bodyguard sitting on $26 million. We have you at $103 million.
Oh, he's just crept into the gang.
Gang.
So Chris has got 3 movies out. He's got Peter Rabbit sitting at $29.5 million.
God.
He's got Cruella sitting at $72.0 million.
Was it Ratham?
And Wrath of Man with $27.2 million, bringing his total to $128 million. And unless Boss Baby 2 does incredible numbers, I think Chris might not get much higher than that. He's like, I don't want to shit on him because he's not here to defend himself, but he Hotel Transylvania 3 got pushed back during the week.
Yes,
and it was
that's
out
right.
of summer. So we said we'd do this. We'll let him pick any movie that hadn't come out that was just up to where his movie was.
Yeah.
And he could have picked Free Guy. He could have picked Candyman.
Yep.
Could have picked G.I. Joe. He picked Reminiscence.
Sure thing, Chris.
The one that I got with the
The one
last
that Michael
pick of the
didn't want.
entire
Literally the
draft.
last pick.
It was the last pick. Oh my God. And he went, yep, I'll have that.
And then I'm in first place with $137 million just for A Quiet Place Part 2. No other film.
Insane.
Jeepers.
I've still got Shang-Chi. I've still got Suicide Squad 2.
He's got
100 games.
So excited for
Yeah,
Shang-Chi.
I think I'm pretty sure that Alex is going to get it. He's got Suicide Squad and he's got...
I got Jungle Cruise, so
And
that's
I've got Old.
Yeah, okay. Can I just... I don't have the time.
I saw a trailer for Old.
You know, I have a lot of questions about it.
I can't
Welcome to M.
stand
Night
it.
Shyamalan. Welcome to M. Night
I don't
Shyamalan.
like
God,
it. I
it
don't
was-
really
how
like M. Night.
How many bikinis are kept on that beach?
I was going to say.
Because that child would not fit into that bikini.
don't
Exactly.
like
And
it.
then, sorry, in the trailer, the kid becomes an adult and then the adult is pregnant. And I'm like...
Were you pregnant as a
I
child?
was like, what? How, did you just...
There's some fucked up shit going on here.
We're going to find out. When
And
we
then
they
they change
fuck on the
clothes.
beach?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm
Do
asking.
they fuck on the beach?
Do we have a game?
We do have a game. Michael, I'm not...
Which game is it today?
higher or lower? Because we're meant to have everyone here.
What's we will meet them on the beaches.
Is it higher or lower?
Yeah, this movie just...
It looks fucked.
It looks weird.
And I mean fucked in the sense of it looks dark and weird, but it also doesn't look like it was written well.
it does not look like it was... I'm just like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, how are they changing their...
Ladies and
How are they
gentlemen,
changing their clothes? Sorry. I had to finish the sentence.
No, you didn't.
Continue.
welcome to Higher or Lower, everyone. We know and love this game. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out a film. I'm going to read out its Rotten Tomatoes score. Then I'm going to read out another film, and you guys have to tell me if the critic score is higher or lower.
Ooh.
And then
you're
we just
by
go on
yourself.
from there. We link it. We link and link and link.
Yeah, I'm by
Steph by
myself.
yourself this week. Brayden and Michael here together.
Gang.
Gang,
Who
gang.
wants to go first?
We'll let Steph go first.
Oh, Michael with the power play.
Steph.
I'm just going to power pose.
The
while I'm
Hobbit,
here.
An Unexpected Journey. 64% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really? That seems quite low.
Going on an adventure.
Fast and Furious 6. Higher or lower?
Okay, so remember 6 was the one...
With the unlimited runway.
Yeah, the forever
I can't
runway.
distinguish these at all.
Luke
I'm going to
Evans.
say, you know what? I'm going to say higher.
You'd be correct with 70 million. Not 70 million.
I have faith.
70% on Rotten Tomatoes.
70%.
Okay.
God.
It is higher.
God damn.
So, Michael and Brayden.
Wait, what was the first one that you said?
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit. Wow, okay.
So, Fast and Furious 6, 70%.
Yep.
Wedding Crashes. Higher or lower?
What a throwback.
I was trying to think of why Wedding Crashes was in my brain. Is because I watched a stupid video which was every Owen Wilson wow in chronological order. And it was great.
Wow.
And I'd never seen Wedding Crashes and then seeing that in the video. Michael, have you seen Wedding Crashes?
Haven't in a very long time.
I heard people liking it back when it
I used to love it.
It was like on DVD and shit. I'm gonna 70 though. That sounds like a solid 7.5. I'm gonna give it a higher.
Yeah, we'll go
You
with
concur?
that.
Oh, I disagree.
You're correct.
Oh, what?
Sitting on 76%.
Is it that
Oh, one off.
Good call.
good? Is it that good?
Yeah.
I
I
heard
don't remember it being
I
that
always
good.
heard it was really good. I know.
just
I
I
remember
loved
as a
it.
kid
I
not being
loved
allowed
it,
to watch it.
but I don't remember it being that good. It's just a lot of sex jokes.
So, Steph,
Exactly. Fantastic.
Steph,
Nice.
Wedding Crashes.
Oh, here we go.
76%.
Yep.
The Hangover. Higher or lower?
I thought you were going to go into a part.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to go into a part.
Yeah.
The Hangover.
The original
I love The
Hangover.
Hangover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think The
People
Hangover's
like The
got to be
Hangover.
better than Wedding Crashes. I think it's better than Wedding Crashes. I'm going to say higher.
You're correct.
Oh,
78% on Rotten Tomatoes.
78.
It is higher.
Oh, 2 points.
2%.
Brayden and Michael.
Ooh.
Hangover. The Hangover. Not any parts. Just The Hangover.
Hangover Part 1.
78% on Rotten Tomatoes.
78.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Higher or lower?
I did not like this one that much. Nor did I. 78. Oh, but we got to think of stands. Oh, wait. Would reviewers be
Order of
stands
Phoenix.
of the Harry Potter movies?
They might be.
By the fifth one, they might be burnt out.
That's
which is
Dolores
a Phoenix
Umbridge,
joke.
isn't it? That's Umbridge, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they did introduce
I
Umbridge.
will have order.
She was a great villain.
Great villain.
But the movie as a whole.
Movie as a whole, very long.
Now we've had a bunch of highs.
Shortest one there is.
Really?
Yep.
I'm thinking of the book.
Yeah.
The book's
the book's the
longest.
longest.
The longest. Oh, that doesn't bode well.
The thing is, we've also had three highs in a row.
Oh, you're metagaming.
So surely
Do you want to go on the metagame?
we're not up on the high. Surely we've hit a peak.
I'm with you. I'm with you on this one. I
But
reckon.
also, it is one of my least favorite ones out of Harry Potter.
I think
so.
from those 3 points
my
put
top
together,
Is it?
Yeah, I love it.
those 3 points put together, I think we should guess lower,
All right, we'll go lower.
just to fit with our views.
all right.
Sitting on 77%. It is lower.
Fuck yeah!
All right.
Metagame it.
Steph, back to you.
Gamers.
We've gotten these all right. That's stressing me out. I'm going to be the one to let us down.
Steph, don't ruin the
Harry
streak.
Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Yep.
77. 2018's Halloween. Higher or lower?
Ooh. Oh, you all saw the new trailer, right?
Yeah.
2018's Halloween.
Can we talk about that after this game?
Yeah.
We can talk about it very quickly.
Okay.
2018's Halloween.
Yeah, the new one.
I didn't watch it because I was like, there's no way this is going to be good. But I remember you
good.
liking it. Yeah.
We both liked it.
You both liked it.
I liked it.
You liked it.
Yeah, I watched it back when I was watching horror movies.
Well, if you liked it and you don't like horror films,
No.
then I'd be inclined to say it might be...
Brayden also liked Charlie's Angels.
You're just going to always use that one?
It's always going to be there.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like
I do give things pretty high
this
ratings.
movie might be in the 80%. Is it critics or audience?
Critics. What did the critics think
All right,
the reboot?
I'm going to put it...
Well,
in.
the sequel.
Sequel, reboot, sequel.
The start,
Prequel.
the remake
The
of
retcon.
the retcon. There you go. That's
My
the word.
heart is telling me it's lower, but my head
body.
my heart's saying it's lower. My head is saying it's higher. I'm going to say it's higher.
Sitting on 79%.
Oh
It is high.
my god!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Boys. Oh,
Yeah.
boy. They.
Thank you.
Halloween.
2018.
2018. 79%. Meet the Parents. Higher or lower?
Ooh. Sequel to Meet the Fockers.
Nope. Other way around.
Other way
First one.
around?
The first one.
Oh, well, in that case.
Never seen it.
I love Meet the Parents.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a
I can't believe you've never seen it.
See,
my
I do
God.
think Meet the Fockers is better, though.
I think we need to do a
that
commentary
was my
track.
initial panic. I was like, oh, Meet the Fockers is even better.
Although I do want you to enjoy it. Just enjoy it and relax. I'm going to show you this movie in the next
6 to
Within the
12
year.
months.
within the year.
What was the percentage we're on?
79.
79. Oh, I don't know if it can beat a 79. It is the first one.
No, we've had a disproportion of highs to lows.
I'm going to say low. You can still metagame it. I'm going to say lower.
I have no idea. I'll go with him.
It's higher, sitting at
Oh.
84%.
84.
Holy fuck.
damn.
What's the
Good
second
movie.
one at?
Oh,
So
Wilson.
here's the thing. Everyone likes the second. Everyone that I know liked the second one better, except for critics.
Yeah, I prefer the
Pretty
first
sure.
one.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the second one's sitting on a lower rating, much lower.
The first one,
38%.
yeah, the second one I don't like as much as the first one.
with
The
Dustin
first one is
Hoffman?
smarter comedy. I love Dustin Hoffman.
And the
but the
van?
second one is just a bit, it's like,
Please remain in your vehicle.
So good.
Great movie.
they're both good. They're both great. Then meet
damn.
meet the Little Fockers.
Little Fockers suck.
I don't even think
Yeah, I
I've
did
seen
So
hear
it.
that was
bad.
really bad. I never watched it. Well, you know what? I'm proud of it for having that high score. The first one. At
Do you
least.
want to quickly talk about the Halloween trailer?
Yeah, because I watched it and
Looks good.
From when we talked about it back on the show when they announced it, when they said how the first one was like Jamie Lee Curtis and her family
Yeah.
against what's his fucking Michael
Mike
Myers.
Mike Myers.
Mike
Mike
Myers.
Myers.
Star of Shrek.
And Austin Powers.
And Austin Powers. And the Love Guru. No, stop. No, so, and then when they said the sequel's going to be The Town against Michael Myers,
Yeah.
that was a really interesting concept. And then seeing the trailer and seeing how the last one ended and how it then creates, enough content for a sequel.
So the thing that people are shitting on this trailer for, they're like, it's just showing all the kills. There is, as they haven't said that there is going to be 50 kills, around about 50 kills in this movie.
Fuck.
Whoa.
So when they show 7 kills in the trailer, it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't-
And some of the kills they show in the trailer are rough,
And
buddy.
this is the middle film of
Fence
a trilogy,
Post.
by the way.
Fence Post looked rough.
Yeah. So next year, we're going to get Halloween Ends. That's
Yeah,
going to come out.
Good God.
And so what I'm hoping is that, like, you can watch this one and go, well, what are the stakes? Because we know all of our mains are going to survive because they're going to be in the next film.
I just remembered it's towards the end of the trailer. I just remembered the...
Yeah.
Oh my God, when that happened, I was sitting on the couch watching it and you know me, I'm not invested in these movies that much. I thought the 2018 was pretty good. I was sitting there watching the trailer and I went, oh fuck.
Pretty sure this is a Universal film too, so we'll get invited.
Oh, yeah. I think I got a press stuff for it today in the email.
Oh,
In the
yeah,
email.
you would have just got, you get the shitty press stuff, the advertising
Oh, we
stuff.
love the press stuff. Thank you, NBC.
Yeah, so I'm very interested in it.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool concept and I think they're going to do some cool stuff with it.
I'm interested to see how they're going to do this because this is the second film in a trilogy. So I'm very interested what the next one's going to be.
Yeah.
There we go.
And with that, you've joined us for Millennial Movie Talk episode 112.
That's it. Gang, gang.
Can we just take a step back? We've done 112 episodes.
I feel like we do that every week, but it is constantly weird.
Can we just stop counting?
Do you just want to go
rogue?
Go rogue. Oh man,
can we just label it weird, like just weird numbers?
If we want to actively come up with bad movie title names for the episodes,
that's the effort.
That's a lot of effort.
We'll just keep numbers.
Sounds good to me. Meeting adjourned. You can support us on patreon.com/Millennial Movie Talk if you want to keep this show going, and tell us if you want numbers or if you want weird names. You can follow us
numbers.
Please.
What about weird numbers? What about like serial codes? We have 119A_321.
Maybe not. You can follow
other
us
people's
on
tax file numbers.
Instagram.
What about bank details?
Subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, your BSP and account number.
Listen to us on your podcast service of choice, and add Michael on Facebook.
Do we want to add people on Facebook? I forget.
Yeah, people should add Michael on Facebook.
But no one does, do they?
No.
Yeah.
Still.
Sad life you live.
Yeah. I thought Steph would be nice at least, but
I mean, can you blame her after how you treat her?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so nice to her.
You shush.
And as always, I'm Brayden.
I'm Steph.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Michael.
And we're out of here.